And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Satisfactory modded. Excellent. Alright, so here's the uranium unload station. I told you I was going to work on things. It's been several hours. But there it goes off into that direction. And if we pull up the map here, it goes up this little ramp here, down through here, and it just sort of makes its way down this slope into the cave. I haven't powered it yet. I wait until the last minute to power it because I don't want the train running. I don't want radiation in here because as soon as we engage this system, the uranium is going to be delivered up here and we're going to be very irradiated. All right, so other things that I have done is prepare some spots, lots of foundations. Oh, so many foundations went into the making of this episode. So yeah, I've rearranged some of our walkways. I've cut the transfer tube in here because it was like going down to the water and it was like cutting through this whole area. And we have teleporters now, so yay. So yeah, the uranium will get unloaded here, and then we need water in order to make the sulfuric acid that we're going to do. Now remember how much we're going to have so much uranium. I don't even know, like, oh, I'm going to need the calculator mod here in order to try to figure out like the ratios and stuff, because we literally have, what is it, 8,000 uranium per minute potential production. Not saying that's what we're gonna do, but that's how, we even have 4 more thousand on top of that. So yeah, that miner mod, the Mark IV miner mod, is pretty extreme. Oh yeah, and I've done a huge platform up here, and I've got a Mark IV miner built on iron back there. Now, if we do get our calculator out, assuming we use Mark III smelters, which are double the speed, so that's 60 per minute, 2,000 iron, okay, divided by 60 per minute, that's 33 1/3 smelters. So let's just call it 33. That's 33 smelters worth on just one line coming out of that iron node, and we have the ability to pull 6 lines out of there. I'm just saying we are doing just fine when it comes to materials. So I have a lot of advanced materials on me to prepare for all this, and I have started running a belt of materials. So we have sulfur, we have silica, and we have coal. And I thought, as I was running these lines, and this is not cheap, by the way, we are going to need another setup for motors, because wow, are we burning through the motors right now. Holy moly. Anyway, yeah, I thought maybe this might be a good spot to make some compacted coal. So these are all Mark III assemblers, which use 50 of each and make 50 of each compacted coal. So there's 400 a minute compacted coal in this little spot right here. And I've got, the sulfur and the coal ready to rock and roll. And all I need to do now is just run it. So our pull is going to be 400 a minute is going to be pulled in here. So we don't need the Mark VI. I want to emphasize how expensive these things are. Crazy. Long lines of these, not so good. So Mark IV's is 480. That should be fine for what we need it for. And in there. Okay, so we're going to want a splitter on coal here and on sulfur there. I'm not going to hook them up yet. I don't like hooking them up, again, until the stuff and things are run, just to make sure I don't fill my inventory up. So right there, and right there. We have, I wanted to make sure we had lots of space here. I wanted to be able to do this fast. And finally there. All right, so these are all 50 per minute. Should we use the Mark 2s just for no, let's use Mark 1s. 50 per minute. This should be fine. All right, I'm gonna need to run and grab. I do like this exosuit. If you want, you know, I know a lot of people may not like mods, but man, if you only use one mod, this exosuit mod is phenomenal. I kind of want to get iron up and running just so I can start making some intermediate components locally. I need another one of these so we can put some advanced materials up in there. Let's grab you. Put you in here with all your kin. Let me grab some of those. I've already got plenty of those. Yeah. Of all things, iron plate. That's what I'm short on. It's crazy. So you can see the sprinting. That's why, I mean, I'm using way more fuel than I've ever used in this game before. Just because the sprint feature is so awesome. Okay, so we want a merger here. Now, how do we want to merge these two sides in together? I think maybe right here. Okay. And then we want a merger. There's still lots to do over in oil. I am in need of lots of stuff in oil. So at best, this will be 200 a minute over here. And let's just connect. So the main reason I need compacted coal is for steel, because there is a phenomenal steel recipe that uses compacted coal that gives you a pretty darn high throughput. All right, so these two should merge in here. Okay, and now I need basically 2, 3, 4. One going over the top. So one is going to be there. 1, 2. So I need a elevator of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's mark 3 going in here. Okay, now, and there's an autosave. Okay. Same deal on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so these are merging here. Now we want to mark 4. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. Going in right here. And that should already be a mark 4. Excellent. So now we have 400 a minute of compacted coal, which is glorious. And I forgot to do the thing and the stuff over here. So 1, 2. All right. Now, do we have enough? So I've also got, I think previous episode I put a Mark IV miner on the sulfur. So we have ample amounts of sulfur. And before I started recording, I put a Mark IV miner on the coal that is feeding this coal vein right here. So there's a 2,000 of sulfur and 2,000 a minute of coal. And we're only going to be, excuse me, we're only going to be using 400 a minute. So we're not even really making a dent. Oh yeah, let's do power. Let's get power up and running here. Let's do it here. Here. You go to there. You go to there. Now, as far as power back here, I don't think I have any sort of power run back here. So let's do that. All right, now this should go under that. That's nice. I've stopped putting them on the edges just because sometimes the foundations can be a little wonky. When you try to place foundations and there's something hanging over the edge like that. All right. Now, if only... How do I want to do this? Oh, wire's too long. Darn. Want to sort of get these out of the way, or keep them out of the way anyway, just in case I want to expand any of this other stuff. All right, so there we have a nice clean amount there. And all right, these should be powered. Yay, they're powered. Now we need Mark IVs. No, not in there. Right there. And right there. Did I hooked all these up? Yeah, there's barely making a dent in that. That belt is so fast, it's crazy when you try to run on it. It's just crazy how fast it is. Zoot. Like, yeah, it's crazy. You can't even time your jumps very fast because it just disappears. All right, there's your compacted coal. I could have probably done a storage in here and had some, you know, some things and stuff, but, you know, it is what it is. I know that I have 400 a minute, and it's easily expandable. The name of this is easily expandable. I can always upgrade these. I can always bring a whole nother belt, 2,000 a minute, of things that I need. But the main purpose of this compacted coal is going to be for steel, and I don't have nearly enough belt materials on me. So I think now what we're going to want to do is focus on iron products. So we've got this guy back here. I took the one off of there. This one's not really even here. I don't know if it was a map error or what, but we don't need any of that. We've got plenty of concrete production over here, like plenty. I drained this thing out building all the foundations down below. By the time I got done with the, you know, over 4,000 that I had, the thing was almost full again. So yeah, we got plenty of material. I am not worried about that. So basically what I am thinking here, the reason I have a ceiling over all of this is do the smelting down here. Like a vast amount of smelting. So we're going to have iron smelting and we're going to have steel smelting down here. And then those smelted goods can go up top, and that's where they're going to be used. So basically the bus, quote unquote, the bus will be up there. We'll be able to have we'll have iron, we'll have copper, and that's gonna be tricky. But I can always upgrade that and branch off many more belts from there. And we'll have Caterium, which was coming from over there pretty easily. Sulfur, you know, the silica, and the, what is the other thing? Coal. Well, I don't know if the coal... I don't know if we're going to need the coal. There might be a recipe that will sneak up on us where we're going to need the coal. But the big thing is, right here, we're going to have a giant smelting stack for iron. So, Mark III smelters, brutally expensive, but you know, we've got the materials. It's one of the reasons why I grabbed so much of this. So if we want to maximize our iron, let's 2,000 a minute. Let's just go crazy. That's roughly 33. 33 and a third smelters. So if each smelter oh man, this is where it gets super expensive. If each smelter is 10 of those, right? That's 330 of these. 1, 2, 3. 330 of those. Where am I at? That is 33 and a third. That's 90. That's roughly 100 computers. And then roughly probably the same amount of... No, it's times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. That's at least 3 or 4 stacks of turbo motors. That's expensive. Let me just put it there. That's expensive stuff. Let's grab one more computer. So, if we want to maximize our throughput. Now remember, we're also going to need steel, but we're not going to need nearly as much steel production. Oh, another autosave. Well, let's get ready for the smelter. I do like the Mark mod. Now that, or hopefully he doesn't change the freaking name again, but the fact that we don't need as many machines really helps on the update ticks on the game. 2, 3. We're actually let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, we're so close. Yeah, that's a pure node of limestone right there, by the way. That's 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 times 2 is 34. So if we do all of these minus 1 and then underclock the last one. No, actually, if we match this on this side and then we underclock the last one by about 66%, so it's 33% speed. Because I did 2,000 divided by 60. Okay, let's do logistics, splitter. I want to make sure we have ample amounts of room in here. All right, and then you make sure we have plenty of room. Smelter. Oh, that looks about the same amount of distance apart. All right. And remember, this is the smelting for just 1 belt's worth of iron coming out of there. And we have the ability to push 6 belts out. So I could, you know, quintuple the amount of material here. That is a lot. That is a lot of iron. Holy cow. I mean, that puts to shame any amount of production we have going on at the main base. I'm you know, as far as the Uber production part of this series goes, I have so many thoughts in my head about what we could do, like what goals we could try for. You know, the amount of production in this game. I mean, we could go for like, I don't know, 20 supercomputers a minute or something just outrageous that we would need, you know, obscene amounts of material. You know, the biggest bottleneck in the game going forward is going to be just how fast stuff, you know, like how much processing power your computer has. I mean, I have a pretty beefy computer, but still, like crazy, like craziness. All right, so that is all of these set up. Excellent. Now you might be thinking to yourself, I wonder if he knows that the alternate recipe for steel that uses compacted coal doesn't use ingots. Well, let me tell you, I do. But remember, we can pull another belt of iron ore out of that. And, oh, I am out of plate. Okay. Who saw that coming? Let's take this, go to Home Hub. Oh, that's so nice. So nice. All right, let's grab a bunch of plate. Put the one little stick back. Put you back. Okay. That was an amazing amount of resources to build that out. I have plenty of other stuff there. Look at all of these. This is crazy. Like, I don't know what my computer's going to do when this thing kicks on. Okay, so now I need a little bit of motors and alclad just to get motors and a little bit of alclad. So we can run the 2,000 a minute down into here. Okay, and let's do conveyor. No, not Mark 5. We're going Mark 6, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. I mean, it really doesn't matter which orifice we pulled this from. Whoa! Whoa, sir! Okay. Let's just pull from the bottom one down here. Oh yeah, I've cleared a lot of forest out with this thing. Check how fast this thing is. And it does a huge area. It's just awesome. This thing clears jungle like nothing else. That's the Mark II chainsaw, by the way. Alright, so this thing is ready to go. Now we have some you know, little bits of belt. Want to make sure we have, you know, full ability to run all of this stuff down the line. That's a lot of smelters. All right. Power should be pretty straightforward. Basically, I'm going to do a power pole there and there. Let's make sure that's right. Yes, that's right. This one. So it goes here, and there. It's just so repetitive in here that my brain is like, no, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. And then we have one right on the end, and this one can actually connect to that pole right there. Beautiful. So I have a lot of belts to run with this, and we're going to do the mergers. We are going to have this go this way. Keep it out of the way so we can go up with it. Well, yeah, we're going to have it go out here. Because those other lines are coming in over there, and I'm not sure if I should just push them right over the top. Because we're going to have to split off some of that sulfur to go make sulfuric acid for the nuclear stuff. So for now, I'm going to have these go in back towards the supply, which is what I usually do when I want a repeatable system that I can just expand on. All right, this autosave marks 30-minute mark. So that's going to do it for this episode. And I thank you all for watching. And I will see you next time.